Welcome back to Magic Tarot Cards. It's Jasmine. I have a 7-card spread here for you. This is going to be about President Trump. This is about his comeback, what his plans are, where he is mentally and physically, and what his next move is, what his plans are, and things like that. Okay, I spoke with Spirit, and there's a lot of information coming in. So I got to get it out quickly before I lose it. Also, y'all, this video is not made for kids. If you're under the age of 18, please click off now. This channel is my brand. Do not attempt to copy it. Everything else is in the disclaimer box. Remember, this is alleged. I have to say that due to YouTube rules. So let's get started with the video. If you want a personal reading, contact me in the email down below and I'll get back at you. Remember, I do work. I have a full-time job and other obligations, so I'll get to you as soon as possible. What else? Yeah. So if you hit your notification bell, don't forget to do that. You'll be reminded when I upload another video. Give me a big thumbs up, a share, and a like. Okay, and comment down below. Only this video, the comments might be disabled. Okay, so let's get started with the first reading. I asked the cards and the spirits about his energy. I wanted to see where his energy is at now that, some time has passed and he flew away like a little bird during the day of Biden's inauguration. Right now, he's trying to balance everything out, his finances, mainly his finances. He's trying to see where he's at, catching up on everything that was put on hold because of the presidency that he was in. You see the water in the background. That's a very turbulent times which he had, but amidst of all that, he's still standing because you see how the juggler is standing on one foot. He's very passionate about making money, and we all know that about Mr. Trump. Very, very passionate about making money, and he's always in his mind about it. He doesn't seem to think about anything else but money, 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 money. I'm drinking my tea here. I went to Pie 5. It's a pizza place. Some of you might be familiar with it. You get to make your own personal pan pizza, and then you get a salad and pretty good prices. Pizza is delicious. Okay, yeah, so that's where he's been. He's been off thinking, working his next strategy, managing his finances, thinking about how he's going to make a comeback. I do see him planning to run for presidency again in the next 4 years, but I also see that he has serious health problems that are going to come up for him that he doesn't even know about yet. Could be related to the heart, his blood pressure, or high cholesterol. But these problems are major. They're going to be major for him, which might he might end up in the hospital or just serious problems. He really needs to get a checkup and pay more attention to his health because his diet is bad and he doesn't get the right exercise that he should for a person his age, and he's a bit overweight. So all those factors play into, health problems. So I do feel like he needs a checkup and see a doctor regularly, not just whenever he's sick, Now, this is the 4 of Wands. This is a person that's been at rest when they're too tired to fight the battle. They had to take a break. And I feel like that's where he was when he left. He was taking a break from everything. Just wanted to be off by himself to think. He does know he lost, but he didn't want to accept it. He's the type of person that doesn't accept defeat. That's how he got to be rich. Okay. But he's kind of like a sore loser, but he's also very competitive. At the same time, I want to say, hey, you're a big sore loser, but at the same time, I want to say, hey, you go, boy, because he's very competitive. Don't get me wrong, I'm not for him and I'm not against him. I'm just speaking the truth. Everything here comes from my tarot cards, my spirit guides, and my own psychic ability. This does not reflect my own personal thoughts and feelings about him because I don't know the man personally. So nothing that I say comes from my own thoughts. It just comes from the cards and spirits and then what I see. Okay, so don't get it twisted. Okay, don't get it twisted because I know some of you will. Okay, but I do see that he took a break, took a long break. And he was kind of mentally tired about just fighting. But he was basically fighting himself. When he did all that voting fraud stuff, he was basically fighting his own self, okay? So, which is a hard thing to do because you're against your own self. And if you don't know what that means, what I'm trying to say is that he didn't want to accept the truth. He didn't want to accept what it is. So he was just fighting against everything. But he is coming up now, coming out of that energy. Here we have the Hierophant. This is the lure of confirmation. This is the judge. This is someone that's higher up like him. This is the answer to yes, if you're waiting on a yes answer. So I do see him working on a new project. Since he did get kicked off of social media, I see that he's going to be inventing his own social media or his own, either like Facebook or Twitter or his own. It's going to be called Trump something. I kind of feel like this is going to be maybe members only, because we have this card here of a union. Okay, I'll explain that in a minute. But he's going to create his own. And let me tell you, y'all, it's going to be a mess. It's going to be a mess. It's going to be successful for him, but it's going to be a mess for everybody else, because this platform is going to be where anybody can say anything. Okay, like him, he's ruthless. He says whatever spurs out of his mouth. And his platform is going to be like that. So it's going to be like really ugly. The things that people say, the things that, just with each other, or things that he's going to say to the whole world that aren't going to be nice. He'll be hated and loved at the same time. His followers will love him. Other people will hate him. And then he'll say horrible, rude things to people on his own social media, which everybody will be looking at. Things like that. So it's not going to be nice. It might be nice for him because he's going to be doing what he wants, but it's not going to be nice for the rest of us. Okay, we're not going to like it. A lot of people aren't going to like it. They're going to boo him. They're going to say, he's just no good. They're going to talk about him really, really bad with this idea he has. If it goes through, and I kind of do feel like he will, because he's got the money, he can do anything he wants to, and he's going to create his own social media, and he's going to be in charge of it and have people running it. And I kind of feel like it's going to be members only, or you're going to have to pay, because here we have the Three of Pentacles. This represents a union. Okay, it could represent marriage and other questions or other readings, but right here, since it fell behind the Hierophant, and we are talking about him, it represents a union of three people. Okay, so him, the social media, and someone else. Okay, so I feel like it's going to be paid. You're going to have to become a member of it, and it's going to be a high price, and he's going to make money off it, of course. He's not going to do anything for free, So he is going to be making money off this social media idea he has, and it's going to be ruthless. I'm telling you right now, y'all, it's going to be a mess. It's going to be a mess, and he's going to be happy with it. A lot of his followers will be happy with it, but the rest of the world is going to hate it, because he's going to be mean. He's going to be vicious. He's going to say ugly things to everybody. Allegedly, Mr. Trump, if you're listening, it's alleged, but watch, it's going to come true, because I already can see you. I see you better than you see yourself. All right. So for the Ace of Wands, this is, in the upright, it means a new beginning. Okay. So, but it's in the reverse. So this means that the beginning is going to start off rocky for him. Okay. And this is with everything. It could be with the presidency when it starts up again due to health problems, or it also could be with the social media thing that he's got in his mind, and a bunch of other stuff that he's working on. He's going to have rough beginnings, a few failures, but then he's going to come out. Okay, he's going to come out and keep trying until he finally gets perfection of whatever it is he's working on. Okay, so here we have the Nine of Swords in the reverse. He was very depressed after the presidency. He was sad. Of course, he's not ever going to show that to the world. He's not going to tell people he's depressed or sad, or show that he's crying or whatever. He always shows a lot of strength. This is the only thing I like about him, is that he always shows strength. No matter what, he shows strength, and I like that about a person. I don't really care for him that much, but I do like the fact that he always shows strength. He hides his feelings, and he hides them very well. But he was depressed and, in a bad mood. But now that it's in the reverse, and he also created a self-imprisonment, because this is what this means. These cards in the upright mean prison or self-imprisonment. And see how dark the background is? That's depression. This person's crying. you know, just all sad and depressed. But in the reverse, it represents that he is coming out of that now. He's done with his depression. He's done with his worrying. He's done with his crying. He's getting over it. And he is seeking new things up and out. And he's going to come back out. Y'all going to see him again. You're going to see him announcing his social media page that he's creating, other ideas that he's creating. Oh, he's going to run again, blah, 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 blah. Okay, but again, he's going to have health issues. I see a lot of health issues coming up for him because he is getting older. He has, I don't know if he has high cholesterol or not, but I do see that coming. Something about blood pressure or maybe diabetes. All those words are coming to my head. Heart attack. Just things like that. You know, it's going to be related to the heart, the blood, his circulation. And he's going to have those type of problems, okay? Because number one, he doesn't eat all that great. Number two, he doesn't exercise on a regular basis. Number three, he's getting older, okay? And then number four, genetics, okay? And then his side of the genetics that I'm seeing, the spirit is telling me, is not that great, okay? It's a lot of illness from the past generations. How can I say it? The spirit is saying, you know, back in his generation and the older generations, you know, they had those type of problems. Okay. So that's coming back around for him. Okay. I don't know if y'all understand that, but that's what I'm trying to say. Okay. But last but not least, we have the Eight of Cups. This is a person that is very, very, very passionate about starting over. Okay, he's leaving everything behind. Here's the cups that once meant something to him. These represent family, love, money, job, whatever. Leaving it all behind. Now, he's not going to leave his family or his money behind, but he's leaving behind what's in the past. What's happened has happened, he says. It's done. It's over with. I'm seeking something new for myself. And he's very passionate about it. And he's been in his mind about it for a while now. Since this presidency thing was over, he's been in his mind about it, thinking, how can I come back? How can I be on top? How can I show the world that I'm number one? This is what goes through his head all the time. I'm number one. I can't be number two. Okay, I'm going to beat the whoopee out of you. That's a cheer. When I was a little kid, I was a cheerleader, and we used to sing that. We're number one, can't be number two, because we're going to beat the whoopee out of you. I remember that. Okay, we were called the Tigers, and I wore a little tiger print skirt and the t-shirt of our school, and I was a cheerleader. Anyway, yeah, so he's off on a new adventure, and the social media thing is going to pop up pretty soon, and everyone's going to be shocked. Like, they're going to be shocked and surprised. Some people are going to be very, very happy, his followers. Some people are going to pay a high price for it. So, there's going to be a big old talk about it. It's going to be on the news. The big old controversial thing. There's going to be a lot of slurs against him, you know, on other social medias talking about it. And on his, he's going to say whatever he wants to say, because at whoever he wants to say, because it's his. It's going to be, he's going to be the owner of it. So he's going to cuss people out and call them names. I mean, it's going to be really ugly. It's going to be really ugly, and it's going to change a lot of things too, because, you know, when you have a platform like that and no one can control it but him, it changes other people to be, it makes them angry, and it's going to make them more violent, and there'll be more like riots against each other, and just things like that. A lot more violence will be created because of this decision that he's making. Okay, so y'all just wait and see what I'm talking about. Wait and see. Okay, so yeah, there'll be another part to this. I'm going to wait till his social media page comes out, and then we are going to talk about it, do a reading on it when it does come out. All right, y'all, I'm going to end it here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Give me a big thumbs up. If you want a personal reading, contact me with the information down below. Email me, okay? And then hit your notification bell so you'll be reminded when I upload another video. See you next time. Bye-bye.